السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بطلبة وطالبات الصف الأول الإعدادي. النهاردة هنبدأ مع بعض منهج شهر أبريل، وهنبدأ بيونت نمبر 9. The title of the unit is Adventure. وطبعا Adventure اللي هو doing something exciting or maybe dangerous، إن أنا أعمل شيء exciting أو dangerous، ودي اللي إحنا بنسميها الإيه؟ المغامرة. يبقى الادفنتشر هي عبارة عن exciting experience when you do something unusual or something dangerous. We will start with a quiz, and we have some activities. We find these activities in the picture. Find these activities in the picture. Diving, kayaking, mountain biking, rock climbing, sailing, trekking, windsurfing, zip lining. I will read them again. Diving, kayaking, mountain biking, rock climbing, sailing, trekking, windsurfing, zip lining. Now let's look at the pictures and try to find out what these activities are. Look at number 1. What do you think it is? This is windsurfing. Windsurfing. Repeat after me. Windsurfing. يبقى دي الرياضة دي هي رياضة الايه؟ الwindsurfing. What is the windsurfing؟ اللي هي sailing، اللي هي عبارة عن sport when you travel on water while standing on a board. board اللي هو اللوح دوت. standing on on a board. والboard ده has got a sail. يبقى it's a kind of a sport in which you sail or you go on water using a board attached with a sail. The sport number 2. Number 2 is a very good sailing. وطبعا السيلينج اللي هو الإبحار أو going on a boat with sail. يبقى you sail in a boat or a yacht. Number 3, diving. With diving, it's a kind of a sport where you can swim under the surface of water. You can go down under the surface of water. What is number 4? Number 4 is mountain climbing. What is a mountain climbing? اللي هي ايه؟ تسلق الجبال. Mountain climbing. Number 5 is zip lining. وده طبعا اللي هو التزحلق ده على الحبل، ودي عبارة عن برضو kind of a sport when you slide يعني تتزحلق along a metal wire between two high points, between two mountains, between two buildings, and so on. And of course, it is a dangerous sport. Number 6 is what other sports are there? عندي another pike mountain biking. And this is mountain climbing or rock climbing. rock climbing اللي هو تسلق الصخور. وعندي نوت number 6 mountain طبعا اللي هو اللي هو الجمل. ماشي، يبقى mountain اللي هو الجبل. mountain biking. And the number 7, what is number 7? ده اسمه بقى اللي هي الايه؟ hiking. اللي هو بقى ايه؟ اللي هو sailing in ايه؟ in a boat. Sailing in a boat for 2 or 1 ايه؟ on one or one. This is hiking. Number 8. What is number 8? ده عبارة عن ايه؟ دي طبعا عبارة عن تمشية، ودي اللي اسمها ايه؟ trekking. وطبعا هي بدبل ايه؟ بدبل كي. What is the trekking؟ يبقى هي it is a sport where people can walk in a very difficult routes. يبقى can walk for distance in a difficult route. يعني في طرق صعبة in the country or in the forest and so on. These are the 8 activities. We will read them again. يبقى عندي number 1 windsurfing, sailing, diving, rock climbing, zip lining, mountain biking, hiking, and trekking. Okay. Now let's move to the grammar part. Our grammar today is about using going to for future plans. استخدم going to للfuture plans أو الخطط المستقبلية. طيب طبعا going to أو استخدام going to comes after am or is or are plus الverb plus going to plus الverb في الانفينيتيف infinitive form. يبقى verb in the infinitive form. يبقى this is the form of the use of ing. يبقى أنا عشان أستخدم going to عشان أعبر عن future بحطها في الفورم دوت، بتبقى مسبوقة verb to be am is or are وبيتبعها infinitive verb أو الفعل المصدر. طب when do we use going to? Well, we use going to when we already know our plans for the future. لما أكون أنا خلاص عارفة البلانز اللي أنا هعملها في الفيوتشر هي إيه، ودي اللي إحنا بنقول إن هي for intention اللي هي النية، for intention, for plans اللي هي الخطط، and for اللي هو ال future that is decided أو الأكشن that is decided before اللي هي الأكشن اللي هو متقرر من قبل كده، ودي اللي هو إن أنا ناوي أعمله وأنا عارفة أنا هعمل إيه. يبقى عندي intention، عندي plan، وعندي كمان حاجة مهمة جدا اللي هي ال prediction اللي هو التنبؤ prediction with evidence. Prediction with evidence. When we have something tell me that something is going to happen. يعني لما يكون عندي حاجة بتقول لي إن في حاجة هتحصل، يبقى أنا كده هستخدم for intention أو النية، for plan اللي هو الخطط، and for prediction with evidence. Prediction with evidence. زي ما قلنا الفورم تتكون من am is or are plus going to plus an infinitive verb, and the negative form we add not after am is or are. يبقى the form is am not, isn't, aren't, going to plus an infinitive verb. Like the example, I'm going to visit Sinai. I'm going to visit Sinai. And the negative form, I'm not going to do anything scary. I'm not going to do anything scary. يعني هي حاجة scary. And when we form the question, the question we make a cross between the subject and verb to be. بنعكس أماكنهم. يبقى عندي هنا I am going to visit Sinai. يبقى when we form the question يبقى are you going to. Are you going to. يبقى الفورم بتاعتي كون في الكويستشن من am, is, or, are، وطبعا هيتبعها السبجكت، بعدين هيتبعها going to plus infinitive verb. Plus infinitive verb. This is some of the question. And of course, if we have a question word, the question word come in the front of them. يعني لو أنا عندي question ده اللي هو yes or no question زي يقول لي are you going to try rock climbing. طب لو أنا عندي question form أو أداة استفهام as question word أو أداة الاستفهام هنحطها قدامها. What is he going to do? What are you going to do? What is Sally going to do? What are the boys going to do? Where are they going to go? رايحين فين؟ Why are they going to go to Alexandria? هم ليه رايحين إلى إيه؟ هيروحوا Alexandria. طبعا إذا كان yes or no question يبقى الأنسر yes or no. طب now let's look at this exercise. بيقول لي listen to Hassan and Imad which of the quiz activities they talk about, and then listen again. Are these sentences true or false? هل الجمل اللي قدامي دي true or false? Now let's listen to the listening text. Imad, what are you looking at, Hassan? Hi, Imad. It's an article about adventure sports in Egypt. Oh, yes. Last year, I went diving in the Red Sea. It was amazing. I'd love to do that. I'd like to try windsurfing too. What about rock climbing? I don't know. I think rock climbing is a bit dangerous, but I like trekking in the mountains. Me too. I like the mountains. I'm going to visit Sinai with my family in the holidays. Are you going to try mountain biking, Imad? No, I am not going to do anything scary. It's very difficult to ride a bike in the mountains. I think you're right. Zip lining looks scary too. I think it looks fun. I'm going to try it one day. Really? No way. Now look at the sentences. Number one, Imad went diving last year. Because this is Hassan went surfing with family. As this is false. لأن إماد هو اللي went surfing. And saying rock climbing is dangerous. Hassan thinks rock climbing is dangerous, and this is true. Imad and Hassan think mountain biking looks scary, but this is true. Hassan thinks zip lining looks fun. Hassan thinks zip lining looks fun, and this is true. The last one, Imad would like to try zip lining, and this is true. Now let's look at exercise number 3. Read the email and answer the questions. Hi, Imad. I am in Dahab with my family. I am in Dahab with my family. There is too much to do here. This afternoon, we're going to go trekking in the mountain. طبعا عرفنا trekking معناها إيه. I am not going to try rock climbing. It's too scary. It's too scary. Tomorrow, we're going to try windsurfing. ناخد بالنا إن كلمة try verb try بمعنى يجرب وكلهم بيجي وراهم إيه ing form. يبقى I am going to try windsurfing يبقى هنجرب windsurfing in the morning. And in the afternoon we're going to go diving. برضو ناخد بالنا ان برضو go بيتبعها ing. We are going to go hiking. There is no time. We are not going to go hiking. There is no time. وناخد بالنا هنا ان دايما الاكتيفيتيز بتاخد قبلها verb ايه؟ verb go. Now let's look at the exercise. Bolly, is Reem going to go trekking in the afternoon? طبعا yes it is. Is she going to try rock climbing? هي قالت هنا ايه؟ I'm not going to try rock climbing. يبقى هنا no it isn't. No, sorry, no she isn't. What is she going to try tomorrow morning? What is she going to try tomorrow morning? يبقى ايه try طبعا ايه windsurfing. She's trying windsurfing. Number 4. What is she going to try tomorrow afternoon? In the afternoon, she is going to be in the afternoon, going to go hiking. We are not going to go hiking. يبقى in the afternoon, she is going to go diving. Is she going to go hiking? طبعا ايه؟ يعني no. يبقى no, she isn't. بيقول لي طبعا why؟ وهو طبعا قالت ليه؟ يبقى because there is no time. يبقى because there is no time. Now let's go to lesson number 2. This is a reading part. Read Ahmad's plans. When is he going to climb Mount Catherine? And what do you think a tent is? Now let's read. My trekking adventure. My trekking adventure. By Ahmad. By Ahmad يعني مكتوبة بواسطة إيه؟ أحمد. Next year I'm going to go trekking across Sinai. طبعا across يعني عبر أو through. It's going to be a big adventure. It's going to be a big adventure. I'm going to travel nearly 500 kilometers through mountains. Through طبعا برضو خلال. Through mountains from Ras Shaitan to سرابيت الخادم. I'm going to sleep in a tent. I'm going to sleep in a tent and stay with Bedouin family. طبعا البدوين families اللي هي العائلات الايه البدوية. يبقى they will sleep in a tent and stay with Bedouin families. I'm going to have a guide. I'm going to have a guide to help me find the way. وناخد بالنا عندي help plus an object اللي هو المفعول به هيتبعها infinitive verb. To find the way and a camel to carry food and water. يبقى he will have a guide and a camel. The journey is going to take me 43 days. Take me مش هتاخدني تستغرق يعني الرحلة هتستغرق مني 43 days. Okay, I will read them again. يبقى by Ahmed. Next year, I'm going to go trekking across Sinai. It's going to be a big adventure. I am going to travel nearly 500 kilometers through mountains from Ras Shaitan to Sarabit al-Khadim. I'm going to sleep in a tent and stay with Bedouin families. I am going to have a guide to help me find the way and a camel to carry food and water. The journey is going to take me 43 days. Now let's look at the vocab. يبقى عندنا across means إن هي عبر مكان واسع من جهة إلى جهة، وطبعا دي بتختلف عن cross اللي هو الverb. adventure اللي هي doing something dangerous or unusual اللي هي المغامرة. through خلال. attempt اللي هي إيه something you sleep in the desert and it is إيه خيمة. بدوين اللي هو البدوي. families اللي هي طبعا العائلات. a guide اللي هو المرشد. take me معنى يستغرق. طبعا بيقول لي هنا here is my plan. Here is my plan. And now we have to know how to read the date. ازاي هنقرا الديت. عندي هنا the 3rd March. 3rd March. And we read it the 3rd of March. The 3rd of March. The 3rd of March. دايما قبل الديت هنحط preposition on. نحط preposition ايه on. يبقى لما اجي اتكلم عن التاريخ هنقول ايه on the 3rd of March. On the 3rd of March. leave راس شيكان. 14th March يبقى برضه هتبقى هنا ايه يبقى on the 14th. ودي طبعا زي كلمة 14 وهنحط لها TH عشان كده بنحط العلامة TH. the 14th of March. The 14th of March. arrive at in Kent. وناخد بالنا من arrive at معناها انها تصل لمكان محدد. 30th March يبقى برضو يبقى on the 30th. On the 30th. وهنا بقى بنقلب الواي بتاع 30 الى IES وهنحط لها سوري IE وهنضيف لها TH يبقى in the 30th of March. On the 30th of March. arrive at Catherine. 1st April. 1st April. climb Mount Catherine. 15th April. arrive at سيرابيت القادم. طبعا زي ما احنا شايفين كده هو عامل خطة. طب when we talk about his plan يبقى هنبتدي مثلا لو حطيت كإكزامبل ونقول he is going to arrive or climb. A question can climb. He is going to climb Mount Catherine. He is going to climb Mount Catherine. امتى بقى؟ on the احنا قلنا بقى on the ايه؟ on the 30th. On the 30th of March. On the 30th of March. You know, he's going to climb Mount Catherine on the 3rd of March, and we can do similar sentences about the other plans. Now, let's look at exercise number 2, page number 24. Read the web page again and complete the sentences with the word from the box. And 43, 500, April, camel, March, tent, and year. Number 1, Ahmed is going to go trekking next year. He is going to travel طبعا 500 kilometers. He is going to sleep in a tent. A is going to carry food and water, طبعا a camel. The journey is going to take 43 days. His journey is going to start in. هتبدأ امتى الرحلة؟ يبقى طبعا in March. And it's going to finish in April. Now remember how to read the dates. يبقى عندي زي ما قلنا هنا ال 1ST is يبقى we write 1ST March, but we say the 1st of March, the 2nd of March, the 3rd of March, the 30th of March. وطبعا أنا عندي من أول the 3rd لغاية من أول 4th، يعني بداية بقى من إيه؟ من ال 4 بنحط لها letter TH، يبقى هتبقى 4th of March لغاية ما أوصل لل 30th of March. وزي ما قلنا هتاخد قبلها البروبوزيشن إيه؟ on. فبيقول لي on the 3rd of March Ahmed is going to leave راس شيطان. يبقى on the 3rd of March Ahmed is going to leave راس شيطان. Now let's look at this step. وطبعا التب اللي هي الادفايس. It's important to. وطبعا ناخد بالنا ان it's important to is followed by infinitive verb. يبقى is plus الادجكتيف بلس اي adjective وراها to بيتبعها infinitive verb، بيتبعها فعل ايه؟ فعل مصدر. يبقى نوت بيقول لي it's important to negotiate. What is the meaning of negotiate? Negotiate بمعنى إن هو إيه؟ يتفاوض. يبقى negotiate يعني إيه؟ يتفاوض. مع بعض كلنا إيه؟ هنرددها كده مع بعض. negotiate. And the noun is negotiation. negotiation اللي هي المشاورات أو التفاوض. فبيقول لي it is important to negotiate أو تتناقش بمعنى argue or discuss when you need to decide something important with other people. لو أنت هتعمل رحلة مع other people you have to negotiate together. لازم تتفاوضوا وتتناقشوا مع بعض. يبقى when it's important to negotiate when you need to decide something important with other people. Remember, وتذكر, negotiation is not about winning or losing. وهنا ناخد بالنا ان ايه about وراء NG، يعني ما هياش ايه ان التفاوض ده مش معناه المكسب او الخسارة قدام اللي قدامك، او ان انت تكسب أو تكسب النقاش أو تخسر النقاش. وطبعا الارجيومنت اللي هو النقاش. Listen carefully to what other people say. يبقى لازم تسمع كويس جدا الناس بتقول لك إيه. You should try to get the best ideas from and for each other. يعني لازم تاخد ال best idea منهم أو هم ياخدوا ال best idea منك. يعني لازم نفيد بعضينا. Okay? يبقى I will read again. It's important to negotiate when you need to decide something important with other people. Remember, negotiation is not about winning or losing an argument. Listen carefully to what other people say. You should try to get the best ideas from and for each other. Now let's go to the speaking part, or how to talk about negotiation, or how to negotiate with your friend. ازاي هتتفاوض معاه. فهنا بيديني situation where you are going to go mountain climbing. انت رايح في ايه؟ تعمل mountain climbing. Choose 3 things that you should take with you. هتختار 3 حاجات هتاخدهم معاك. تفاوض بقى مع صديقك. هتعمل ايه؟ Compare answers with a partner. Negotiate the 3 most important things to take with you. يعني ناقش كده ايه اهم 3 حاجات تاخدها معاك. And there is an example. I think we should take a phone. I think we should take a phone. Do you really think the phone is important to when you go mountain climbing? Think about it. Now let's do the activity together. Lesson number 1, the first exercise is about vocabulary. Match the sports to the sentences. Diving, kayaking, sailing, trekking, windsurfing, ziplining. We can't go today because there is no wind. This is windsurfing. all you need to do this sport is a boat and some wind. This is a very good. It's sailing. Number 3. I love going down rivers. I love going down rivers. It's usually very quiet. It's usually very quiet. Number 3, I love going down rivers. It's usually quiet. This is hiking. Number 4, we sometimes go for 2 days or more, usually across the desert. This is trekking. I love this sport because I'm good at swimming under the water. This is diving. You start really high, but you finish on the ground. You go very fast, and this is zip lining. Now let's move to exercise number 2, and this is about the grammar. Reorder the words to make sentences. Number 2, where, what, tomorrow, you going to are. And this is a question, and we will start with a question word. يبقى what is followed by verb to be or, and the subject you going to plus الانفينيتيف verb اللي هو ايه do. سوري where. وطبعا التايم بيجي في ايه في نهاية الجملة. يبقى what are you going to wear tomorrow? What are you going to wear tomorrow? Number 3, and this is also a question. يبقى برضه we will start with what, and the verb is are. What are you going to do? What are you going to do next Saturday? What are you going to do next Saturday? Number 4, and this is a yes or no question. We will start with are. هنا عندي do, are going to, your homework, your, eat before this evening. يبقى هنا هتبقى are you going to do your homework? Are you going to do your homework? تبع before. Are you going to do your homework before you eat ايه بقى؟ في حاجة تانية؟ يبقى before you eat this evening. Number 5, cook this evening. You is going to mean who? We will start with the question word who is going to cook. Who is going to cook your meal this evening? Now let's move to lesson number 2, page number 85 in your workbook. And the first question or exercise is about vocab. Match the words to the definition. Adventure, guide, journey, and 10th. Number 1, a person who shows a place to tourists is a guide. Number 2, a long trip from one place to another. A long trip, يعني رحلة طويلة from one place to another. And this is a journey. An exciting experience with something unusual or dangerous happens. And this is very good. It's adventure. Something you sleep in when you go camping. But this is a tent. Now, exercise number 2, complete the sentences with words from exercise number 1. يعني الكلمات اللي احنا استخدمناها فوق in exercise 1, we will use it to complete the sentence. Number 1, I love waking in the tent and hearing the birds sing in the morning. We want to have A, to show us the market because they know all the best places to shop. We want to have a guide. They took 4 days to cross the desert. It was a difficult journey. كانت رحلة صعبة. I don't want to have on holiday. I want to sleep by a pool. مش عايزة أخد بقى أقوم adventure. But I don't have an adventure. Question number 3, write the dates. By the 2nd of March, the 31st of October. By the 31st هيتحط جنبيها يبقى ST. يبقى the 31st October. 31st October. Number 3, the 12th of August. The 12th of August. يبقى 12 هنحط لها TH. يبقى the 12th of August. The 23rd of February. يبقى 23rd هتحط لها هتحط لها RD of February. وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية درسنا النهاردة. I hope you find it interesting. Until we meet again, goodbye and good luck. See you again very, very soon.